Hello there, my name is Rick Davies, otherwise known as PPG Gorilla. I put this little video together just to give people an idea of what to expect if they come here for training at Florida Flight Sports. We are located at the Wauchula Municipal Airport. The airport designator is CHN. Wauchula is a small town, population around 5,000 people. It's located about an hour east of Tampa in central Florida. The airport is surrounded by cow pastures and wide open areas. We train and fly year-round here in Florida. At Florida Flight Sports, we teach the US PPA syllabus. I specialize in wheel launch, but also train foot launch. I also hold an ASC tandem exemption, so I can take students, friends, and family on introductory paramotor rides. Merriam-Webster defines learning as the activity or process of gaining knowledge or skill by studying, practicing, being taught, or experiencing something. That learning starts the minute you arrive here. You'll be learning from instructors, fellow pilots, and learning a lot from yourself. A good aviator is always learning, and that continues forever. Once we've finished with all of the necessary introductions and paperwork, we dive right into it. We're going to start learning about your wing. This is the most important part of your flying gear. This is what makes you fly. We're going to talk about how it works, what it's made of, what makes it fly, and how you take care of it. After that, the real fun starts. We go out on the field and get hands-on. We're going to learn about kiting or wing control. When we're in the air, we act as a pendulum and automatically center underneath of the wing. When we're on the ground, we have to be able to control the wing and keep ourselves centered under the wing. We realize that not everyone has the stamina or physical ability to run up and down the field all day kiting. Introducing Gorilla Power. Inflation and taxi is the equivalent of kiting for wheeled pilots. These give you a feeling for what it feels like to inflate the wing before we move on to doing it with power. Each time we inflate that wing, whether I'm behind it pushing or the motor's running, it's a learning experience, and we're building that muscle memory that is so critical to making a successful launch. Wing control is one of the things that must be mastered before you fly. On average, it takes people 2 to 4 days to master the skills of kiting and wing control. We alternate between training on the field and doing our classroom and discussion type learning. You'll do 2 sessions of ground school with Gorilla Ground. You'll learn about airspace and weather. You'll learn about Part 103 law, basic aerodynamics, airport traffic patterns, and all of the necessary things that make you a safe, smart pilot. Us wheel launch pilots really enjoy our lunch. You're welcome to join us, or you can bring lunch and eat it at the hangar. We have a refrigerator there for drinks and food as needed. Heck, we'll even let you take a nap afterwards if you need one. If you purchased equipment, we'll help you get it assembled, properly set up, and go through the break-in procedure with you. We'll teach you how to hang test your unit and get you all ready for first flights. The next step in the process is what we call motor work. You're going to have the unit strapped to you, whether you have a unit strapped on your back for foot launch pilots or you're sitting in a trike for wheel launch pilots. This is where you get to know your motor. You learn what it feels like to have that thing running on your back. You start to understand how much power is at your fingertips there. This is where we learn throttle control and learn to be very smooth on and off the throttle. Next, we're going to practice power taxis. We're going to inflate the wing and taxi. This lets us learn how to control the wing without ever leaving the ground. When we're able to do a controlled taxi all the way down the field, we're very close to our first flight.
Okay, check it. Okay, good. Slow down a little bit. Slow down a little bit. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay, go ahead and kill it. Full brakes. Turn toward the wing. Hold full brakes. Boy, that was as close to a flight as you get. I think you're off the ground. Nice work.
Well, all right, this is it. It's time to fly. Before your flight, we'll go over the exact flight plan and what's expected of you, your direction of takeoff and landing, where you will go and do your flying. We'll cover emergency procedures like what happens if your radio fails or what happens if your engine fails. You will be fully briefed and prepared for this flight. If you're not a little bit nervous, there might be something wrong with you. You'll remember this day for the rest of your life, good or bad. All you have to do is remember your training. You got this. This is Jim Parsons on his first flight. Jim came all the way down from Massachusetts and spent the week. Here's his flight in its entirety. He did a great job.
Throttle, looking for your wing. Power. Full power.
A little bit to the right, full power, hands up. Full power, hands up, full power, hands up. Hands up. There we go. Now you can steer. Now you can feel your brake pressure. Bring your hands down so you feel just a little light pressure. Continue to climb and make a gentle turn to the right. Nice launch.
Good, Jim. Looking good. Continue that climbing right turn and head out to the fields out there. Alright, man, have a good flight. Alright, Jim, looking good. Continue to climb a little bit longer. On that climb, looking good. Check. That's it. Alright, Jim, that's looking good. Make sure you take a deep breath, let your heart rate settle down. Look around and enjoy your flight. That looks like a pretty good altitude there. You can back on the throttle a little bit. Find your cruise throttle setting. Back on the throttle a little bit, Jim. Find your cruise throttle setting. So you're not climbing anymore. Back a little bit.
Yeah, I'm on full throttle.
Yeah, you can come back to your cruise throttle setting. Come back to cruise throttle. Little left throttle. There you go. That's a good altitude. But don't go too far. Kind of stay where I can see you. That looks good. You can make some gentle turns and fly around in those fields out there. I'm not going to say much. I'm going to give you about 10 minutes or so to fly around and enjoy your flight. Get used to the machine. Still climbing a bit there, Jim. Come back a little bit on throttle. Try to find that cruise throttle setting. Jim. That sounds about right. Jim, you're looking good up there, buddy. It looks beautiful. Looks to be smooth as butter. All right, Jim, I'd like you to do one full 360-degree turn. You pick the direction. Come all the way around until you're back on the same heading where you started. Very nice, yeah, nice work. Okay, Jim, I'd like you to go ahead and continue that left turn and fly to the north, right down to the other end of the airport and cross over, like we talked about, down by the wind cross. Come on around to your left so that you stay west of the airport and continue on to the north.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah, go ahead and continue and fly to the north. Stay over those fields out there to the west so you don't fly over the airport or the buildings. Fly all the way down to the north end and then enter for a landing pattern, landing to the south like we talked about. We're going to be landing basically the same direction you took off. That's a good altitude right there. Hold that altitude until you make your turn. Start coming down the field. Looking good. Add just a touch of power. You're descending a little bit right there. Okay, continue that right turn, add just a little bit of power. You're descending still a little bit. I don't want you to get any lower than that until we make the final approach. Looking good. I want you to maintain that altitude, and you can start heading right directly for me. All right, once you cross that last taxiway there, that last piece of pavement, I want you to come back to idle. Then it'll be hands up, let her fly. All right, go ahead and come to idle. Hands up. Go ahead and kill your motor. Hands up and wait for it, let it fly, wait for it. And pressure, pressure, pressure. Full pressure and hold it. All right. Very good. Full brakes and hold them. Turn your wheel toward the wing. Good job.
I lost my brake. Yeah, right when I went to pull, it came right out of my fingers. Oh, did I give you a heart attack?
Woo-hoo! Nice landing.
Oh, shit.
It was a little bit fast, but if you lose one of your brakes, you don't want to flare with the other one because that makes you make more turns.
Right.
Good job, man. What'd you think?
That was awesome.
Incredible?
Unbelievable.
Smooth up there, isn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Beautiful morning.
Beautiful, beautiful. That is the most incredible thing.
Good job. Your landing was a little fast. If you hadn't lost your brake, you would have just finished that flare.
Right. Yeah, I went to pull and all of a sudden it's like, boop. I'm like, uh-oh.
It's not a big problem.
Oh.
Congratulations, man.
Oh, that's freaking awesome.
First flight today, 2 flights in. Congratulations. Thank you. Good job, brother.
Once you finish your first flight, you receive your coveted Gorilla Wings. Come on down, guys. You can do this. Hit me up at ppggorilla.com. Get your training booked now. Trike Training Headquarters.